Don't follow the crowd, let the crowd follow you. If you just set out to be liked, you would be prepared to compromise on anything at any time, and you would achieve nothing. The problem with socialism is that you eventually run out of other people's money. If my critics saw me walking over the Thames, they would say it was because I couldn't swim. The facts of life are conservative. You may have to fight a battle more than once to win it. I am extraordinarily patient, provided I get my own way in the end. If you want something spoken about, ask a man. If you want something done, ask a woman. Standing in the middle of the road is very dangerous. You get knocked down by the traffic from both sides. It pays to know the enemy, not least because at some time, you may have the opportunity to turn him into a friend. I am in politics because of the conflict between good and evil, and I believe that in the end good will triumph. Do you know that one of the great problems of our age is that we are governed by people who care more about feelings than they do about thoughts and ideas? Any woman who understands the problems of running a home will be nearer to understanding the problems of running a country. Europe was created by history, America was created by philosophy. I've got a woman's ability to stick to a job and get on with it, when everyone else walks off and leaves it. It used to be about trying to do something, now it's about trying to be someone. The battle for women's rights has been largely won. When people to choose, they choose freedom are free. It may be the cock that crows, but it is the hen that lays the eggs. To wear your heart on your sleeve isn't a very good plan. Should wear it inside, you where it functions best. I usually make up my mind about a man in 10 seconds, and I very rarely change it. Democratic nations must try to find ways to starve the terrorist and the hijacker of the oxygen of publicity on which they depend. Plan your work for today and every day, then work your plan. After almost any major operation, you feel worse before you convalesce, but do not refuse you the operation. No one would remember the Good Samaritan if he'd only had good intentions, he had money as well. While the home must always be the center of one's life, it should not be the boundary of one's ambitions. You don't tell deliberate lies, but sometimes you have to be evasive. Christmas is a day of meaning and traditions, a special day spent in the warm circle of family and friends. It's a funny old world. A world without nuclear weapons would be less stable and more dangerous for all of us. Economics are the method. The object is to change the soul. A week is a long time in politics. We want a society where people are free to make choices, to make mistakes, to be generous and compassionate. I do not know anyone who has gotten to the top without hard work. That is the recipe. It will not always get you to the top, but it will get you pretty near. Give me 6 men and true, and I will get policies through. Being powerful is like being a lady. If you have to tell people you are, you aren't. Look at a day when you are supremely satisfied at the end. It's not a day when you lounge around doing nothing. It's a day you've had everything to do and you've done it. Any leader has to have a certain amount of steel in them, so I am not that put out being called the Iron Lady. I love argument, I love debate. I don't expect anyone just to sit there and agree with me. That's not their job. When a man is silent, a woman wants to undress herself. Disciplining yourself to do what you know is right and important, although difficult, is the high road to pride, self-esteem, and personal satisfaction. It is not the creation of wealth that is wrong, but the love of money for its own sake. To cure the British disease with socialism was like trying to cure leukemia with leeches. You and I come by road or rail, but economists travel on infrastructure. Family is the most important thing in the world. When I eat with my friends, it is a moment of real pleasure, when I really enjoy my life. Every family should have the right to spend their money, after tax, as they wish, and not as the government dictates. I don't mind how much my ministers talk, so long as they do what I say. Everyone needs to be valued, everyone has the potential to give something back. Hugs can do great amounts of good, especially for children. Helping people in need is a good and essential part of my life, a kind of destiny. I'm a lucky person because I've been loved a lot. I have a great family. I feel fine and comfortable with myself, but not because I'm beautiful. The younger generation doesn't want equality and regimentation but opportunity to shape their world while showing compassion to those in real need.